Girl, get on in here. If this is your first time here, hey boo. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you for tuning back in. I love you down. Okay, let's just jump right into the video. Girl, stop being messy. So the first thing I want to talk about is changing the direction of the conversations in your friendships. I don't care if it's 2 of y'all, 3 of y'all, 5 of y'all, 10 of y'all, all right? It could be 9 people around the table talking about BS, then they ask you your opinion, you shut it down real quick. Y'all, I am quick to say, I don't know. I don't get into that. If one of your friends keeps talking about gossip or rumors or bringing up BS and you don't want to have those type of conversations, then you shut it down real quick. I don't want to talk about that. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about that. Even when it comes to having third-party conversations, I do not do no third-party conversations. Do not tell me about your friend, sister, cousin, brother, and what they did. I don't give a damn. Okay? Soon as the conversation leaves me and you not talking about yourself, baby, I don't care. It got to be you directly, or it has to be somebody very, very close to you, so much so that it is affecting you. Like my mama or my daddy, I'm going to listen in because I care about you and I care about your parents. But when you start getting into my cousin, sister, brother, uncle, auntie, baby, I don't give a damn. Okay? I didn't already lost. It didn't got out of my mind. I don't care no more. Because what does that have to do with me? I don't like third-party conversations, because how does that benefit me? It doesn't benefit me in no way, shape, or form. Me talking about other people or their situations does nothing for me. Unless you're talking about something positive that they did, or you trying to tell me something that they did to motivate me, then okay. But if you're just telling me their business, you telling me your cousin, sister, mama, brother, auntie business, baby, I don't care. As soon as you said the second person, it had already left my mind. I'm not even listening no more. As soon as you said my mama, cousin, I'm already gone. Conversation over with. You at this point, you basically talking to yourself. I don't do third-party conversations. And if you start talking to me like that, you will feel the conversation slowly die down. As soon as you start doing all of that, putting other people in the mix, putting 5 different people in the mix, you will definitely see the conversation slowly die down. I'm done talking about it, babe. I don't even care no more, okay? And I really wanted to make this video because I want all of you girls to just become the best version of yourself, okay? And gossiping and being messy, that's not the best version of you. That just pulls you further away from your goals. And I want y'all to achieve all of your goals, physically, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, every way, shape, form possible. I want you to elevate and become the best version of yourself. And gossiping and being messy does not benefit you in no way, shape, or form. So be that friend in your friend group that's just like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't care. And once you do that, and once they see like you're not really on that type of time, you're not into those type of conversations, they're going to feel awkward and they're not going to have those type of conversations no more. Because I will shut it down in a heartbeat. I ain't trying to hear that. I would tell my own mama that. My mama be telling me about some friends from work and what they cousin and uncle and auntie did. Ma, I don't care. I love my mama down, but I would tell my mama in a heartbeat, Ma, I don't care. I don't want to hear that. She knows that I will tell her in a heartbeat, I don't want to hear that. She don't even tell me gossip no more. I don't care what it is. She knows that I don't like those type of conversations. And if that's your true friend and you start doing that and you start saying like, I don't want to talk about that no more, they're not going to get offended. They'll be like, okay. And they're going to change the conversation. The tone of the conversation is going to change. But you have to be the one to make that move. If you feel like your friend is steady coming to you with gossip and you don't want to be on that type of frequency no more, then you change the tone of that conversation. Because I'm going to tell you right now, me and my friends, we don't have those type of conversations. We do not have those type of conversations. And you need to ask yourself, why are people calling you with drama? Why are people calling you with BS? When some drama go down, some rumors are happening, why are you the first person that they call? People know not to call my phone with no drama, with no BS. Baby, please. The way my phone be on D&D, you'll be lucky if you get through. And if you get through, the last thing you want to talk about is somebody else's business, some rumors, or some drama. Okay? I do not be on that type of time. That phone be on D&D 24/7. So if your call just so happened to make it through, then the last thing you finna talk to me about is some BS, some drama, or some gossip. Point blank period. People don't call me with BS. When you call me, I want to hear some good news. Tell me about something great that happened to you. Tell me about some ideas you planning. Tell me about some business plans you working on. Tell me about something positive. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to listen to you if you have troubles, because yes, if you got something, if you're going through something, then I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a listening ear. I'm going to give you some advice if you want some, or even if you just want to vent, then that's fine too. But to be calling me about gossip and drama, no, baby, I don't do that. And I don't feel guilty about that, because I know that those type of conversations lower my frequency. I know those type of conversations will have an effect on my day, which will turn around and have an effect on my week and my month. And it just trickles down. It turns into this downward spiral. And I don't want to have that. So I just eliminate it altogether. Don't call me with no drama. Don't call me with no BS. Okay? And please know, babe, if one of your friends is constantly calling you gossiping to you, then when you're not on the phone, they're definitely gossiping about you, okay? Because that's who they are. They like to talk about people. They like to talk about rumors. That is what they do. That's how they conversate with people. That's what their conversations consist of. So if they are gossiping to you about a friend, then please believe they're gossiping about you or each other business. I can tell y'all right now that none of my friends know each other business. If I had friend A and friend B would not be able to tell friends A's business to nobody. I don't tell my friends business. I don't care how close we is. If somebody asks how friend A is doing, then I'm gonna say, oh, they doing good. Yeah, they cool. But I don't get into no drama. I don't get into no mess. And honestly, like I said, that phone be on D&D. So if I'm on the phone talking to my friend for a few hours about her business and things like that, and she's just venting to me, you cannot possibly think that I have the energy to hang up the phone and call somebody else and say, girl, let me tell you what she just told me. What? I barely had enough energy for the first conversation. Baby, I'm damn sure not finna call the second person and say everything that just repeat everything that they just said. That's not happening. I don't do that. So when somebody tell me something, it's literally just a one-way conversation. It goes to me and it goes to God. Because if they're venting to me, then I'm definitely going to pray for them. Okay? But it does not go to another person. I don't even operate like that. I don't move like that, because that's their business. And also, I always like for everybody to think that my friends are doing the best. Like, if my friend is going through something, I'm not finna go tell their business. I'm gonna actually say the opposite. They're doing phenomenal. They're doing amazing. They're doing sensational. I will lie on them in a heartbeat. They could have just told me all of their business about all the troubles that they're going through. And if somebody asks how they doing, then I'm gonna say, oh, they're doing wonderful. They're doing great. Because that conversation is between us. And I don't like for people to look at my friends in a bad light, because that's also a reflection of me. Like, that's the type of person you hang with. No, that's a reflection of me. So they're always doing good, because even if they down bad right now, then guess what? They ain't down bad for too long. Not nobody I hang with the rawest, okay? So yeah, stop the third party conversations. When your friends tell you something, it's on hush. Stop being messy. Don't call your other homegirl like, oh, let me tell you what she just said. Don't do that. And if you do that right now, then let's just stop, okay? Let's just change the way we interact in the world. Let's just change the way we think about girlhood and think about the girl code. Let's just operate differently, okay? So you can make a decision today and just like, nah, I'm finna stop doing that, because I do be doing that sometime, all right? So we're gonna stop today. And it's okay if you did in the past, but moving forward, let's just dead it. Let's just put that to an end. Okay. And the next thing I want to talk about is, honestly, I think people who gossip all the time, they don't have nothing going on. They just need something to talk about, because they don't have nothing going on. They have no goals. They don't have nothing they're pursuing. They don't have anything exciting going on in their lives. So they put all of their energy into somebody else's life. That's why I don't even care about celebrity gossip, because I got my own stuff going on. I'm focused on my own goals, so I don't even have time to entertain what they have going on. If you're constantly thinking about other people's business or celebrity gossip, you need to self-evaluate and do an assessment of your life and figure out why you don't have no business that nobody is talking about. Because that's the only reason that you're sitting right here gossiping and talking about everybody else's business, because you don't have nothing going on. So you need to make yourself a little bit more busy, babe. You need to make yourself a little bit more busy. And I say all of this with love. If you really think about it, I really want y'all to think about it. When you having conversations with your friends, what are the type of conversations that y'all are having? Really do an assessment. And if y'all are having some trash conversations, some conversations about rumors and gossip, are you the one initiating the conversation? And if you are the one initiating the conversation, ask yourself, why are you not focused on your own plans, on your own goals? And if you don't have any plans or goals, baby, that's an even deeper problem that we need to talk about. Okay? People who are busy, they could care less about anybody else's business. So if you ain't got no business, then Bookie, it's time for you to get you some. And trust me, I've had friends like this. A girl that I used to be cool with, she came up to me and she was just like, oh, girl, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what's up? I'm thinking it's something dealing with her. I'm thinking it's some good. I'm thinking it's some good news. Like, oh, she's saying it like it's gonna fall out her mouth. She's saying it like her mouth is watery. Like she cannot wait to get this out to me. So I'm like, oh, this is some real good news. It's juicy. Like, what's up? She like, girl, let me tell you what my cousin, husband, sister did. Excuse me? Your cousin, husband, sister. Baby, I don't give a damn. Why are you telling me about your cousin, husband, sister? Soon as she said cousin, husband, sister, I was like, girl, I want to hear that. And honestly, we had kind of a an awkward moment or a little bit of a falling out because she was like, damn, you don't think that's rude? No, I don't. Because how does that relate to you? Why are you telling me this? And it was some BS gossip about some police showing up at their house and some drama that I didn't care to talk about. That has absolutely nothing to do with me. Why the hell would I care about your cousin, husband, sister? Stop playing with me. Don't ever in your life come to me with that type of conversation because now our friendship is at jeopardy just because you just came to me with some bullshit. Okay? I don't like it. I don't like it. And it gives me the ick every time. I don't like to having those type of conversations. And don't ever come to me with those type of conversations because you will see our friendship slowly dwindle down. You will see me answer those text messages less. Phone already on D&D. You definitely not finna get through now. But yeah, I don't care. And she like, damn, you rude. I was like, shit, I ain't trying to be rude, but I'm just like, I don't want to hear that right now. I'm just not in the mood to hear that right now. And she's like, well, what you want to talk about? Not that. Not that, mama. Not that at all. Baby, we can talk about why we think the earth is round or flat or why we think water is wet. I'd rather talk about that than to talk about your cousin, husband, sister. That does nothing for me. All it does is lower my frequency. And you want me to get amped up and riled up about somebody else's situation? No, because that same energy that I'm giving that conversation and the same emotions that I'm showing, I will take those same emotions and I will put it into something else that I have going on in my life. You carry that energy. When you give something your time and your energy, say I had that conversation with her. Now I'm getting amped up like, damn, that's crazy. I can't believe that happened. That was me. Da 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 da. I'm giving that my attention and I'm giving that my energy. And guess what? When I leave her, that energy will follow me into my next situation. In my next situation, it will follow me throughout the day. I set the tone for my day, especially if it was in the morning. And if you're not mindful, if you set that tone for the day, then you're going to set that tone for the week and the month and the year. All right? So please be mindful of what you're giving your energy to. What you feed will grow and what you starve will die. If you are the one who's being messy or gossiping, then put a stop to it. Okay? It's time to grow up. I have a video called It's Time to Grow Up and just about outgrowing things. Make sure you watch that video next. And also, while I got you here, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you feel like you are gaining something from this video. Like I said, I just want y'all to be the best version of yourselves. And that includes you operating at the highest frequency possible. That includes you getting into your bag. That includes you taking care of your physical health, your mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. And we're going to go over all of that in this channel. We're talking about waist tiny, ass fat, mental clarity, bag is real big, okay? Skin is clear. Like, I'm talking about elevate in every way, shape, form possible. I love y'all down. I really hope that you gained something from this video. And leave me a comment. I want to know, like, have y'all ran across friends like this? Or if you're the culprit, it's no judgment here. So if that used to be your frequency, or if that's who you are right now and you want to change it a little bit, just say, yeah, that's me. Or just say, yeah, I got a homegirl like that, or I know somebody like that. Leave me a comment below because I want to know where y'all head is at and how y'all feel about this conversation. Again, thank you for tuning back in. Make sure you leave me a like. And don't forget to subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Love y'all. down.